Vitamin B12 deficiency and its impact on energy. Why low B12 levels drain your energy and how to fix it naturally. Every cell in your body runs on a kind of biological electricity, energy created through a chain of chemical reactions inside your cells. One of the smallest yet most essential players in this process is vitamin B12. It's like a silent engineer behind the scenes, ensuring that every system in your body, from your brain to your blood, has the fuel it needs to keep you alive, alert, and focused. But when this vitamin runs low, even slightly, you begin to feel it. Fatigue creeps in. Focus fades. Motivation drops. It's not just tiredness. It's your body signaling that one of its critical gears has started to slow down. So what exactly does vitamin B12 do? At its core, B12 helps your body produce red blood cells, the tiny carriers that deliver oxygen throughout your body. Without enough B12, your red blood cells can become deformed and less efficient, meaning your organs receive less oxygen. Less oxygen equals less energy. But that's only part of the story. B12 also plays a vital role in your nervous system. It helps build the protective covering around your nerves, called myelin. Without enough of it, nerve signals slow down, leading to brain fog, tingling sensations, and difficulty concentrating. This is why B12 deficiency can make you feel both physically drained and mentally cloudy. Another key function of B12 lies in its partnership with folate and vitamin B6. Together, these nutrients control the levels of homocysteine, a compound that, when elevated, increases your risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. High homocysteine levels can damage blood vessels, reducing circulation to your brain and muscles. So if you're low on B12, your body struggles to regulate this process, resulting in sluggish energy and long-term cardiovascular strain. In short, when B12 drops, your entire energy network starts to malfunction. You might think vitamin deficiencies are rare in modern life, but B12 is a different case. It's not produced by plants or animals directly, it's made by bacteria. Animals absorb it through their diet or gut flora, and humans typically get it by consuming animal products like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. That means if you follow a vegan or vegetarian diet, or if your digestion isn't optimal, you're at higher risk of developing a deficiency. Age also plays a role. As people get older, their stomachs produce less acid, which is essential for releasing B12 from food. Certain medications, like metformin for diabetes or proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, can also interfere with absorption. The symptoms of B12 deficiency often develop slowly, making them easy to miss or misattribute. It starts subtly: low energy, mild depression, or difficulty waking up refreshed. Over time, the symptoms can expand: pale skin, heart palpitations, dizziness, or shortness of breath. Some people even experience pins and needles sensations in their hands and feet due to nerve damage. In severe cases, prolonged deficiency can lead to memory loss or irreversible neurological issues. That's why recognizing the early signs and addressing them quickly is so important. From a scientific perspective, what's fascinating about B12 is how deeply it's woven into our energy systems. Inside each cell, it helps convert carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into usable energy through a process known as the citric acid cycle. Without it, the enzymes responsible for breaking down nutrients can't function properly. Imagine a car engine trying to run on low-quality fuel. It sputters, burns inefficiently, and loses power. That's your body without adequate B12. Even your mood and motivation are affected. B12 is necessary for producing serotonin and dopamine, neurotransmitters responsible for happiness, motivation, and emotional balance. When B12 is low, these chemicals decline, leading to irritability, sadness, or feelings of apathy. Many people mistakenly treat these symptoms as depression or burnout, when in reality, the underlying cause is biochemical and reversible. Restoring proper levels of B12 can lead to a profound improvement in both mental clarity and emotional well-being. Let's talk about how deficiency happens on a biological level. When you consume food containing B12, your stomach releases hydrochloric acid and a protein called intrinsic factor. Intrinsic factor binds to B12, allowing it to be absorbed in the small intestine. If either step is disrupted, due to low stomach acid, autoimmune conditions like pernicious anemia or digestive issues such as celiac or Crohn's disease, absorption plummets. You might be eating enough B12-rich foods, but your body simply can't use them efficiently. For vegetarians and vegans, fortified plant milks, nutritional yeast, and supplements provide reliable alternatives. The human body stores B12 in the liver for several years, so deficiency can take time to appear. But that also means it can take months of consistent intake to restore optimal levels once they've dropped. Modern research continues to uncover deeper connections between B12 and energy metabolism. Studies show that people with higher B12 levels tend to report better concentration, more consistent energy throughout the day, and improved exercise recovery. There's also growing evidence linking low B12 to sleep issues, as poor oxygenation and disrupted neurotransmitter function can interfere with the body's natural circadian rhythm. Simply put, when your cells are fueled correctly, your entire system, from your muscles to your mood, performs at its best. This isn't about quick fixes or energy drinks. It's about understanding how the body actually generates energy. Every heartbeat, every thought, every breath requires precise biochemical harmony. And B12 is one of the key notes in that symphony. When you give your body the right nutrients, you're not just avoiding fatigue. You're unlocking its full potential. Once you begin restoring your B12 levels, the transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it's steady, powerful, and noticeable. Within a few weeks, your energy begins to return, your mood stabilizes, and your focus sharpens. What's actually happening behind the scenes is a cellular rebirth. Your red blood cells start to form properly again, delivering oxygen efficiently throughout your body. Your nerves repair their protective myelin sheaths, improving the speed of communication between brain and body. This is why people often describe a sense of mental brightness once they replenish B12, as if a fog has lifted. But to maintain those benefits, consistency is key. Think of vitamin B12 not as a one-time cure, but as a lifelong partnership between you and your cells. Just as you regularly charge your phone, your body requires constant biochemical recharging. Regular blood tests, especially if you're vegetarian, vegan, or over 50, can help ensure your levels remain optimal. The healthy range for most adults is between 200 and 900 picograms per milliliter, though many experts recommend aiming for the upper half of that range to prevent subtle deficiencies that don't yet show up as symptoms. When it comes to supplementation, quality and form matter. The most bioavailable types of B12 are methylcobalamin and adenosylcobalamin, natural forms that your body can use immediately. Guanacobalamin, a cheaper synthetic version, works too, but must first be converted by the liver. Sublingual tablets, sprays, or injections bypass potential absorption problems in the gut and are often recommended for those with digestive issues. However, before supplementing, it's wise to consult a healthcare provider and measure your baseline levels, because both deficiency and excess can affect your body's balance. Beyond supplementation, certain lifestyle habits can further enhance the way your body uses B12. Regular exercise increases blood circulation, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach cells more efficiently. Adequate sleep supports DNA repair and nerve regeneration, both processes that depend on B12. Managing stress also plays a surprising role. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which can deplete vital nutrients and disrupt absorption. A calm, well-rested body absorbs and uses vitamins far better than one constantly under pressure. Diet remains the foundation. Including B12-rich foods such as salmon, tuna, eggs, yogurt, and fortified cereals help sustain healthy levels. Pairing these foods with sources of folate, like leafy greens, beans, or avocado, amplifies the benefits since folate and B12 work synergistically in DNA synthesis and energy metabolism. If you're plant-based, fortified nutritional yeast can be both a flavorful and practical way to meet your needs. Remember, the goal isn't just to avoid deficiency, but to achieve optimal vitality. The broader message here is about awareness. Fatigue isn't always a symptom of overwork or lack of sleep. Sometimes it's your body's biochemical alarm system, quietly asking for something essential. Understanding how nutrients like B12 fuel your energy, focus, and mood helps you take charge of your own health in a deeper way. Modern life often disconnects us from our bodies. We push through exhaustion, depend on caffeine, and mistake temporary stimulation for real energy. But lasting energy is biological harmony, not just momentum. When you nurture that harmony through nutrition, rest, and mindful living, your body rewards you with resilience. You wake up more alert. You think faster. You recover quicker. It's not magic. It's physiology done right. And at the center of that process stands a single, often overlooked vitamin, B12.